She's the author of mga sulat na Para Sana Sa'yo, a multi-awarded bestseller housed in major global libraries. She continues to write with 2 upcoming titles in development, while also enjoying singing, overlanding, and golf. Let us welcome on stage Ms. Vanessa Cruz Zapata. How about a round of applause? All right, let us now begin the discussions on creative writing.
Para Sana Sa'yo, ni Vanessa Cruz Zapata. Para sa'yo, hindi madaling magsulat, hindi madaling magsalita, hindi madaling umamin. Pwedeng dahil sa pangamba, dahil baka hindi kayo pareho ng nararamdaman. Baka mapahiya. Mahirap maglabas ng kahinaan, lalo sa espetong emosyonal. Mas pipiliin ang tumakbo, ang magtago. Pero, paano pag pareho na kayo ng nararamdaman? Baka masayang ang pangarap na nasa pedestal. Dapat sana ay masaya na kung matapang lang pumasok sa pagkakataong nagbukas. At minsan, sandali lang yung magbubukas, magsasara din. At kung tumapang na, huli na. May nag-alaga na, may nagmahal na, at may minahal na. Hindi na posible. Nahuli ka. Aalis na. Pagmamayari na ng iba. Kaya, sabihin mo na, kahit di ko sigurado sa sagot. Mabuting malaman mo ang sagot. Malay mo, meron din pala siyang mga tula at liham na sinulat para sa'yo. Pero, huwag umasa. Kasi pwedeng panlalagay ka ni sa'yo. Kaya kung ako, sasabihin ko, handa akong masaktan o sumaya. Pero hindi ako handang habang buhay na mag-iisip sa kung ano ang maaaring naging. Yun ang hindi ko kaya. Nagmamahal hanggang sa dulo, ako.
Magandang hapon, Sambela. Hello? Masakit ba? Umpisa pa lang. Who among you has ever felt that kind of pain? Umamin kayo. Or, kasi, karaniwan ba dito lalaki? We are conditioned na dapat ang mga lalaki daw pa-strong, pa-cool. Like showing emotion is a weakness. Like heartbreak or disappointment shouldn't shake them. But let's be real, pain is pain. It doesn't care about gender. So why do we? Diba? So maraming salamat sa pag-imbita sa akin sa Sambela Junior Marketing Association in partnership with the Public Relations Society of the Philippines. Hindi pa tapos. It's truly an honor to be standing in front of a community filled with young minds, storytellers, creatives, marketeers, future change makers, and let us not exclude yung ating mga broken-hearted. So, I was excited to be here, but also a little uneasy. This topic isn't just professional for me, it's also deeply personal. The first person who ever broke my heart is a barista. So, gaganti ako, di ba? Okay. And yes, I have broken a few vegan hearts as well. So being here feels like a full circle moment. It's a blend of nostalgia, vulnerability, and healing. Life brings us back to the places that once hurt, but not to reopen wounds, but to show how far we've become. Siguro by this time, nagsisisi na yon. And my topic for today, ladies and gentlemen, is Beyond the Blank Page, Find Your Creative Voice Through Writing. Next slide, please. That blank page. It still scares me sometimes, diba? Nakakatakot. And yes, even after publishing a bestseller, receiving nominations, and hearing from readers who have been touched by my words, the blank page still stares back at me, daring me, questioning me, testing if I still have something to say. And you know what? That feels part of the process. Next slide. Let me take you back a little. I didn't grow up thinking that I'd become an author, but I knew I liked to write. I didn't even think my words were that special. But like many of you, I felt the weight of the things my friends couldn't say out loud. The emotions that sit quietly in the corners of our chests, grief, love, guilt, longing, closure. Writing became my way of letting those emotions be. Para makahinga lang, I didn't start writing to publish a book. I wrote because I needed to. I want to put it out in the world. For the stories can be a lesson to most people, diba? But sometimes, the safest place to say something is on the page that listens, without judgment, without interruption, and without rushing you to be okay. That's how Mga Sulat na Para Sana Sa'yo was born. I am a psychologist, and I guess people are drawn to me whenever they have problems of the heart. It's a collection of letters. Some are filled with love, some with pain, many with regret, and others with hope. Some of them are deeply personal. None was imagined. Some are things I wish someone had written to me. Some are stories told to you. And all of them comes from the heart. Next slide. You might ask, why letters? Bakit puro sulat? Why not essays or traditional chapters? Because for me, letters are raw. They feel direct, unfiltered, and full of truth. When we write a letter, we are speaking to someone, even if they never read it. It becomes a safe container of the words that we will say in real life. Mga Sulat na Para Sa'yo is about words we left unsaid, the what ifs, the wish I had told you, thought ka. It's about unfinished conversations, and it's about how writing those down and getting them out of our system is a way to begin healing. Next slide. So how do you find your voice? How do you go beyond that terrifying, taunting, blank page? Let me share with you 3 things that have helped me. Simple ideas, but powerful in practice. Next slide. Number 1, write what you know. Write what hurts. Write what heals. Ang sabi sa akin ng isang publisher, heartbreak sells that. O kaya ito, nandito ako. In a world where everyone is trying to go viral or write the next big thing, let me remind you of something simpler. Be more, but more powerful. Your truth is your voice, and that voice matters. Whether you're writing poems, short stories, essays, song lyrics, or even just a simple caption in your social media, always begin with honesty. Write from a place that's real, yung totoo, from a place that's raw, from the very center of your experience. Do not chase likes, do not try to impress, do not mold your words just to fit an algorithm. Ask yourself instead, what makes me feel something? If it makes you cry, if it makes you laugh, if it makes you reflect, or even just pause for a moment, write that. That's where the magic begins. And here's the thing, not everything you write needs to be shared. Not every line has to be for public consumption. Some of our best writing might live quietly in the pages of your notebook, or in Notes app in your phone, and that's okay. Those pieces are still worth writing, because writing isn't about reaching others, it's about reaching yourself first. Sometimes the words you write are your own lifeline, your own clarity, and your own healing. But when the time is right, some of those words will find their way into the world. And when they do, you'll be surprised by how many people needed to hear exactly what you have to say. I'd be honest, I had no idea my book would resonate with so many people. I didn't write it thinking that it would end up in bookstores or make its way into the hands of the readers I've not even met. I just knew I had something to say, a truth that I had to put on paper. And because it came from a place of honesty, it connected. So today, I invite you to stop worrying about being perfect. Stop worrying about being polished. Just be real, maging totoo. Be brave to tell your story, no matter how messy and unfinished it feels. Because when you write from the heart, someone else will feel it in theirs. Next slide. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be present. That's it. Simple words, but not always easy to believe, especially in the world of creative work, where we often feel the pressure to get everything just right. There's this huge misconception floating around that you need to be a good writer to write. That unless your grammar is flawless, your sentence structure is airtight, and your plot twist Netflix worthy, then you shouldn't even try. But I'm here to tell you the truth. Creativity doesn't come from perfection, it comes from presence. When you sit down to write, whether it's a story, a journal entry, a caption, or a line of poetry, you don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to be there. Be in the moment with your thoughts, with your memories, with your emotions. Let whatever wants to come out, come out. Let your first draft be messy. Let it be scattered. Let it be raw. That's not failure. That's honesty. That's where the real work begins. Because what matters most in the creative process is not how polished the end result is. It's that you showed up. You are present. You had the courage to face the blank page and put something or anything down. The editing, refining, titling of words, that comes later. But none of that can happen unless you give yourself permission to start, to be imperfect, to be human. So if you're waiting for that perfect idea, the perfect words, or the perfect moment, stop. The perfect moment is now. Be present, write anyway, create anyway. That's how we grow. That's how we heal. That's how the best stories begin. It helped my journey as well because I have been mentored by Kat, the Stacular of Paper Cut Books, which is my publishing house. I am now a mentor as well. Next slide. Number 3, read as much as you can, live even more. Books inspire your writing. They show you what's possible, what language can do, and how story can change someone's world. It can also bring you to heights unforeseen. But life gives your writing a soul. It gives your words a heartbeat. Fall in love. Have your heart broken. Talk to strangers. Watch people. Listen. Feel. Be empathic. Stay home and do nothing. Because even stillness teaches you something. Commune with nature. Hear the river flows, or the sound of your feet as you walk away from hurt or pain. Let your life feed your writing. The more fully you live, the more deeply you can write. Next slide. Finding your creative voice isn't a one-time thing. It's not a single aha or a eureka moment where everything clicks. It's a lifelong conversation with yourself. Some days, your voice will be loud and certain. Other days, it will whisper. And that's okay. Both are valid. I still discover new parts of my voice in every letter I write, every page I feel, every reader I meet. Next slide. Yes, my book was recognized by the Filipino Reader's Choice Award, nominated for the 40th National Book Awards, and even become a part of discussions in book fairs, TV shows, radio shows, classrooms, and book clubs. But none of them were the goal. The real reward is getting a message from someone saying, "You wrote what I couldn't say. Your words helped me heal," or "I didn't feel so alone," or "Tissue, please." That right there is why I write. That's why you should do. Because your words can be someone else's comfort, someone else's clarity, someone else's courage. Writing is also building a legacy. Each word we put out on paper becomes a footprint of your thoughts, experiences, and beliefs. Something that can outlive us. Time's up na raw. Something that can outlive us. And also, I consider it a great honor that my book has found a home in some of the most esteemed libraries of the world, from Harvard, UCLA, Library of Congress, to some libraries in the Philippines, knowing that it sits on shelves alongside the works of countless thought leaders, scholars, visionaries are both humbling and motivating. It means the stories and ideas I've shared have a chance to reach minds across continents and generations. Next slide. So if you are staring at a blank page, don't be afraid. That blank page is not your enemy. It's a promise that your story matters, that your voice deserves space. Next slide. My book, Magsulat na Para Sana Sa'yo, is available in fully booked both in the physical store and the online store, in Shopee, Lazada, and through me. You may DM me at my next slide, social media account. Yes. Instagram, Vanessa Cruz _Cruz Zapata. Next slide, Facebook, Magsulat na Para Sana Sa'yo. Next slide, YouTube, Vanessa Cruz Zapata. Next slide. Thank you, Sanbeda. I hope you write bravely, beautifully, and that you understood the power of your own voice. Give life to the brain and love with no regrets. Thank you.
Thank you so much to our dear speakers for lending us your knowledge and experiences. Siguro I may share lang, no? Parang this segment felt really special to me, and dahil rin as a teenager before na mahilig magbasa, mahilig rin magsulat, I had countless, yung kay Ma'am Vanessa is letters, ako naman, yung Gdocs ko, actually yung pinakaunang file sa Gdocs ko, is punong-puno siya ng poems para sa mga interpretar. Ayun. So ayun. Kaya it felt so close to me, di ba? And nasabi ko lang, ako ang unang isang daang tula para kay Stella bago pa yung movie.
Pero ayun, add ko lang din. Kasi parang after their discussion, ang daming thoughts na, alam mo yun, naisip ko lang din. Kasi especially sa generation natin. Now, as a token of our appreciation for our esteemed guest speakers, we'll proceed with a presentation of the Certificate of Appreciation. Following this is a quick photo opportunity to commemorate this special moment.
We please invite on stage Mr. Justin Angelo Binluan, Mr. Julian Ralph Rojas, Ms. Shaz Victoria, and Professor Gregory G. Moore III, MBA CPME for the photo opportunity.
May we invite in front Sir Ed and Ms. Vanessa, and to read the text of the Certificate of Appreciation, San Beda University Department of Marketing Management and the San Beda Junior Marketing Association present the Certificate of Appreciation to Ms. Vanessa Cruz Zapata and Sir Edgar Timbungco for being our speakers for the Marketing Elite Volume 3 and 4 Launch 2025 with the event title Beyond the Bus From Creative Writing to Technical Publishing, given this 25th day of April in the year of our Lord 2025 at the Abbot Lopez Hall, San Beda University, Manila. Signed by Justin Angelo Benluan, the activity chair, Shaz Victoria, the president, yours truly, the chairperson of DMM, and Dr. Marvin R. Reyes, Prefect of Student Activities. Ms. Vanessa and Sir Ed, maraming salamat po.